Hi crafty friend, it's Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, where when I craft my world stands still. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are brand new here. Today's card is part of the Oh So Inspired August collaboration hop. I'm very excited to be joining all those people for this hop. Each month we start with the same inspiration piece and create something completely unique that's so fun. And everyone goes in a different direction with everything. So this month's inspiration comes from the very talented Tina Smith from Cards and Coffee Time. I will have Tina's original piece linked in the description box where she posted it, as well as a playlist where you can go ahead and watch every video in today's hop. And after you finish watching mine, be sure to hop over and see what everybody made. It's just gonna leave you with a whole bunch of inspiration, I'm sure. Now, what I'm doing is I'm taking inspiration from Tina's project in a few ways. So first of all, I'm taking inspiration from her use of floral, and I'm going to go ahead and use the colorway that she used, which is very orange, blue, tan, and gray. Yes, gray. And so it will be similar to that. So I'm going to use this beautiful stamp from Alex Siberia that came out earlier this month. It is so pretty, and I am going to go ahead and use a coordinating stencil and die set that comes as a bundle with this stamp set. So Tina has these beautiful big flowers. I recognize that die set. I think it is from Spellbinders. I think it's the Beautiful Blooms or Bold Blooms. Very popular die set, but I wanted to go ahead and stencil and stamp today. So I am just using a little bit of some masking here, just a lot of masking to mask off the bigger flowers. I want just the small ones to be orangey red. And I'm using several different distress ink colors, so you can see those names are on the screen. And I will also have a visual playlist linked below if you want to use anything I used. I do have links for Alex Siberia's website, as well as some of the other materials and tools that I'm using, like my grip mat from Trinity Stamps, which I love. So this stencil is really pretty. It just gives a little bit of color onto the images, and then it leaves some white space, which I think is always fun for flowers, really. So I'm going to go ahead and use that same kind of masking areas and just mask off some of the big flowers once again and color the little flowers with this bright red, which I think that she's used a little bit of some dark red on her original project on the orange die cut areas, just to give that really bold, vibrant color. So fun and very beautiful. And she also has this background that has a little bit of a grid, and then it looks kind of like notebook paper in the back as well. I know that's a die from Spellbinders as well. So I'm going to take inspiration from her background and do kind of my own thing with it. Now for the flowers, we're going to come back to the big ones, but for the leaves, I went with a bright blue Salty Ocean because her leaves are bright blue on her card. So I took inspiration from that as well. And then on the little highlighted areas of the centers of the flowers, I went with kind of like a center of a flower, which squeezed lemonade works for me. So just kind of buffed those in real quick. No big deal. Now, I liked my flowers, but I think they needed to be a little bit more teal. So I did move that stencil back on and just wipe off any extra Salty Ocean. And with the Selvage Patina going over the stencil once again, just to kind of green up my blue leaves a little bit, if that makes any sense in the world. And I was happy with how that turned out. And by the way, I am using brushes from Trinity Stamps, and the grippy mat is also from Trinity. And I love these brushes so much. You can see here, I'm laying down some color onto a scrap of white, and this is for my sentiment. I thought that this turns out really pretty. So on Tina's card, she has Hello, which is a stamped sentiment die, not stamped. It is a die, layer die. And I'm using the die from Alex Siberia that it says friend. This is one of my favorite stamps, my favorite dies from Alex Siberia. It's just such a fun font. I'm using this sticky paper to basically turn my whole paper into a sticker. So it's like an adhesive sheet. Now, whenever I do this, I stick it on and then I trim off any extra areas on the side where the adhesive sticks because it will get on my die cutting machine. The Friend die also comes with this beautiful frame. So I went ahead and die cut all of that all together and die cut out my stamp. All right, back to my sentiment. I basically turned the letters into stickers. So with that adhesive sheet, it's really easy just to peel off. And then you have all of it in one little thing. You could also just use liquid glue, but I find it easy to do. I won't keep you here forever. So boom, suddenly it's done. Okay, now my background panel, Tina had this grid and there is this beautiful stencil that is perfect for texture. So this is how I pulled inspiration from Tina's card. So I'm going to make a little ombre grid of circles on the back part of my card here, just with some simple ink blending. As usual, I'm starting with light and going from light to dark. Most of this will be covered up by that stunning flower, but such is life, you know? All right. I don't think I talked about how I stenciled and colored in my big flowers, but I just used my my brush and whatever black ink was left on there, and I might have used a little bit of Lost Shadow as well. But now you know. I love all the ink, so you can see me using Simon Hurley and Distress often on my channel, as well as Ulta New ink. But do we ever have enough ink as crafters? I don't know. All right, I wanted this sentiment to be really nice and bold, so I die cut out the shadow die in black several times, and I'm going to just layer it up with some liquid glue, and then I'm going to offset the top one so it has a little black shadow. You could also die cut those out in white and then not offset it, and it just makes the sentiment look even big and bolder. So just a little fun tip for you. I'm going to go ahead and put the magnet on top of that so it has a second to dry. There's 1,001 layers, so it needs a minute. Okay, if you're enjoying today's video, hit the like button if you saw that little symbol in my glue as I glued that layer down. Now for this, I'm going to use some ribbon stick just to adhere this panel to my beautiful frame die, and this just helps it become one piece. Way easier to glue down than to use liquid glue later. So just saving me a little bit of time there. Now I popped that up with some foam just on the center area so it is nice and dimensional. Lovely. In person that looks so pretty. On camera it looks okay. I'm talking about the sparkle, that is. But that little extra boost of sparkle from that splatter stuff is just amazing. I am almost out of my second bottle in a year. I use it all the time. All right, I've got my flowers popped up as well, and I just love dimension, so we're going to go ahead and make everything nice and thick. Now, Friend is going to rest on top of some of the flowers and some not. So I'm just going to take a pencil and just eyeball where it would need a little bit of foam to support, and then the rest of it, the front part of the word Friend, will just get some liquid glue. So everything is the same layer and not sagging down and not sticking up weird. So if I just put tape or glue on, the end of Friend would either sag down, or if I put foam on the whole back, the top part of Friend or the beginning part of Friend would be stuck up and the bottom would go down. So nobody wants that. No. So I'm just going to put foam on some of the pieces and get pretty fussy with my little pieces of foam here. I'm just using my scissors and cutting it down. Nothing fancy, but yeah, I got to do what you got to do. All right, I've got my little tweezer here, eyeballing and just bringing the Friend onto the edge of that flower area. And of course, making sure everything's nice and straight. I'm going to finish off my card here today with these really pretty little blue baubles. These are from Trinity Stamps. They have hundreds of embellishments. So if you're an embellishment person like I am, you can check out their embellishments. These ones are called Twinkling Turquoise, and they are super gorgeous. So if you've enjoyed today's video, let me know down in the comments, and be sure to hop right along to the next card. I'll do a side-by-side of my card and Tina's card. I think I was inspired from her. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and you hop along. Make sure to leave a little love every video you stop at. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, crafty friend.